Just a quick disclaimer before the video. So no script, as you can probably see, and due to that I hope that I was not bouncing too much from point A to point B, and also stuff just pretty much came flowing out, so you know, it wasn't such a short one after all, but whatever. Hello there YouTube once again. So just a quick one. Basically today what I'm going to talk about is should you care about what other people think about you? Well, this thing can be thought about in many ways. Like, in a way, it's good to pay a little attention, so you have some kind of a structure which you'll follow, yeah. So that's kind of a guidance. But when you overemphasize that thing, that what others are thinking about you, what ends up happening is you're actually gonna start, hitting the brakes in terms of your dreams and many things, because you're thinking, oh, what are my parents gonna think? What are my friends gonna think if I do this, if I act or say this way, So don't fall into that. If you're doing it, there's a good chance that with time you'll learn to get out of that. So my dear mother, I've noticed she's always so conscious about what if there's other people around, like how you act and stuff like that. So she'd never would be very held back, as in not well, I'll give you an example, kind of a stupid one, but still you get the point. There was this like gambling machine, kind of the slot machines where you go with the lever and all that stuff, but smaller winnings, of course, so not a casino style thing, but same idea, smaller winnings. So that was in a market which was close by, and we were there and basically out shopping for food and stuff, and after the cash registry I'd go there, put a couple euros in, and play in there. Then I get like €6, whatever, something like one of those, like not a major win, but more than you'd like, not from the smallest end either, so somewhere in the middle. I was like, yeah. then my mother was like, shh, there are other people around, shut it. I was like, what the fuck, does that matter? I get the point of behaving and stuff like that, but those are small things. So, and I didn't pay that much attention. It was just like, yeah, whatever. And I used to also be the same way myself, like not that much, but to a certain extent, that I'd actually think about, do I want to, or do I kind of dare to do this? Because I don't know what the reaction from other people would be. But over the years, like after my military service, I kind of got out of it. So there was all kinds of stuff, happening in there. So then I got into a point where I just really didn't care that much anymore, which is, this is the thing that, this is the way people should be. Like, this is the true, feeling of kind of freedom where if you think about it, that you're kind of chained by others' opinions if you think about them too much, and then you're gonna start breaking on. Say you have a career aspiration, or like a business idea. If people are gonna tell you it's not gonna work, like that's a stupid idea, you might not do it, and it might be something that would have worked like $1,000,000,000, so. And people, the funny thing is, like, another thing about my mother, very dear to me. So, but still, when I was growing up and going to vocational, I was, as I told in the previous videos, I was studying myself into waiter. And when I had this voluntary firefighting thing at some point, which I went to for a couple years. It was cool, but then I had so much cool stuff that I had to kind of drop it off. So, and at first when I went into vocational, I was supposed to become a chef, but then I decided that the customer service would be something I kind of liked more, so I changed my preference to that and then went on the waiter side to train myself in the customer service. And she'd always, have, of course, that's how parents are. I get it. So she'd always have this vision for me, I want you to be a firefighter. I was like, yeah. When I went into vocational, I want you to be a chef. When I went into the waiter side, I want you to be a bartender. Then there was like, I want you to work in the almost like the cruisers that they have in the States, but the smaller ones. So I want you to work on those ferries and stuff like that. I know she was meaning the best, but you can't, follow your own path, because after all, it's your life. No one's gonna write your fucking book for you, so you gotta do it yourself, and that's the truth. And I had this kind of in a place I'm working at, the hours vary a lot, so there were not that many hours like say the past couple weeks. So I thought that I'd get kind of a something new, like a side job or so. So I actually this is gonna be judged like hell. I know. I'm gonna go try it out and see what happens. But there's this small kind of, it's not a call center as such. It's doing the same sales calls and stuff, but it's not a huge complex. So maybe there's like eight people working at the same time or so. And I saw the ad on Facebook and I thought, okay, they've got this and this much, provision and all that stuff. So, and the most important thing was, that would be something different. It's possible that it's not gonna be as enjoyable as I'd hope, and I've looked up some videos and comments and threads regarding that, and people are saying that at least in the States and India, where there are like these huge office blocks where there's like 100 people or 200, 500 people in the same floor working and calling, that in there it's like hell to work in a call center, but I thought that since the restaurant industry would be something that gives you work during the weekends mainly, and it varies a lot. So basically weekdays I'm quite often off. So basically what the call center would be, or the call thingy would be able to offer is roughly a 9 to 5 kind of 7-hour days, from morning till say 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, or from 10 to 5. So 7-hour days, they'd be during the week, and they'd offer me, Monday, Tuesday. They could offer me at best Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Thursday. What the fuck? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 5 days, 7 hours. So that's 35 hours. With the base pay, it ain't like it's okay. But then if you get into the sales, like if you get motivated into that, then really get it going. And I know it's like a lot of things surrounding that, but you have to make your living somehow. So yeah, and the thing about this is like it's like a fundraising in a way. So basically what is being done there is they have this sports association in a way, which sells like think of it as a kind of a lottery ticket in a way. It's not an exactly a lottery ticket, but you get this ticket, or actually like packets of tickets, so there's multiple. But anyway, you buy the tickets and then you scratch them with a coin or whatever, and there's like different prizes which you can win. And basically there's a fixed amount for a certain amount of tickets, which are sold in like bundles or so. So 15 tickets cost like say 90 euros. So that 90 euros, I don't know how, like, is it 100%, or I guess it's like most or all of it is going towards supporting like youth and child, getting them out into sports and getting them, supporting all the teams that, football teams, ice hockey, all that stuff. So it's a good cause, and that's that's what I cannot align to in a way, because if it would be some kind of a scam bullshit, I couldn't sell that. But since it's a good cause and people can actually win like very good prizes from that, so that's why I'm willing to take on the challenge. And I know it might, I fear it's gonna be too monotonous, but it's all down to how you think about it, and what's your attitude towards the whole thing. So I'm sure if with the right attitude you can make it so that it ain't that bad at all, especially since it's a smaller group. So it's not, you don't get that kind of you're still a person making the calls and numbers and stuff like that, but you are not one of the thousands of people. Like, that's still luckily a small or like a small division or so. So that's what I also like noted in there, that's nice that you have this kind of a setup, so that it's not this kind of a huge facility which is full of cubicles and stuff. So I'll take that up and see what happens. I'll give some feedback here as well. And also another reason why I've been contemplating on this thought for a while now is because I've always wanted to try out the normal people's rhythm, because obviously restaurant industries, evening, night and weekend based, so basically you're working the nights and stuff, so you're getting home 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe even 3 o'clock, or if you are really working like a real bar, later even. So I always wanted to see how it fit into the working from, say, in the morning, like 7, somewhere in between 7 and 9 till like 3 or 5, so those 7-hour days from the morning till a bit after afternoon. So that's also what I want to see. I had in one job where I was on the trains, local trains, as service staff. We had a lot of morning shifts in there. The earliest train was leaving 5:45 in the morning, so I'd have to wake up 4:30, and I kind of like that, because it seemed very odd and weird, and like fucking crazy as a thought, but after doing it, I somehow kind of got some kind of a morning person dug out of me. So I was actually, going in there pretty positive, like, would you like some coffee? Good morning, and stuff like that. So yeah, like I don't know what was that, but it worked.